So, what's everybody up to? I sitting here this morning, got my morning coffee, got my morning vape. It's going to be a little foggy in here for a minute before I can continue with the video, but we'll talk for a minute. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't seen some videos from some guys, so I hope they're okay. What I have been seeing is great work, guys. I mean, it's not just with the rat rod group build, but with the builds all together is great. I saw Butch over at Full Throttle Customs is working on his 50Os and that thing. Man, I wish I had the talent that he's got in one hand. That dude can build some models. And I'm seeing, with the rat rod group build, there's so many great projects out there. I can't decide which I like more. I'll watch one video from one guy, and that's awesome. I'll watch another video from another guy, and man, that's awesome. Just a lot of great work going on out there. And then my co-host, Patrick Heath Hancock, we all call him Heath over there at Southern Fried Rod Shop. We should have just made it like a week-long build. I mean, he had to go and show everybody up. He built this awesome truck in, I think it was like 8, 9, 10 days, something like that. I couldn't, he was showing updates on Facebook, and I'm like, man, dude, you're almost done with that. And he did a fantastic job on that truck. He built it after 1:1 scale that he saw online there, and it came out really good. But I've been working on mine a little bit, letting the creative juices flow, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I just got really excited and got some ideas in my head and wanted to try them, and I think it came out okay for what I think. I got my engine done and a few other little parts made and stuff like that. I'll give you a look at it here. I'll show you probably the dash. I've been working on the dash a little bit. I'm using the dash out of the 57 Ford. It was one that I had that I built, and it fell off a shelf and got all broken up. So I robbed the dash out of it. I cut it down the size. Done some weathering on it. You can see the gold down the center here is supposed to look like it's been brazed together. I'm not doing the welding on this build. I'm doing it as like it's been brazed, so the brass will show through. This camera, the way I got it set up, it's not good at showing the details, but you can kind of get a look at it. Built me a couple of seats. Get both of them out here so I can show I got them both done. They're both done. I took in it's like I don't have a piece of it. Yeah, it's right here. Just a piece of it, if I can get it. It's like what you dry your car off with, the leather, What I did is I took and cut me a couple pieces of that the size I needed and put them in. And I didn't like that it was so light, so I darkened it up a little bit. I don't think it looks too bad. And then I just made these out of sheet styrene. I drew me out a template on some graph paper, what I wanted them to look like, and then did all my measurements off the paper and cut them out, glued them together. I don't think they came out too bad for a rat rod. The body and the chassis, I've just got the body sitting on here right now. You know, it's still the way it was. I haven't done anything to it. And now I'm working on making me a shifter, and I had this idea that if I could do it, it would be nice, and I did it. I don't think it turned out too bad. It's not as nice as I was hoped it would be, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if you'll be able to tell what it is or not. It's supposed to be a tap handle for a beer tap off Pabst Blue Ribbon. I decided to go with that, and then there's another thing that I'll show. You know, I know I drink quite a bit of it too, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. I drink quite a bit of it, and I know Heath drinks quite a bit of it. So this is kind of my way of saying, you know, thanks for doing this this group build. So I'm going to incorporate it into this build a little bit. So yeah, that's my shifter. And then my engine. Now I started with the 396 out of the 67 Chevelle. And I added, you know, I've made, you can't really see them, and I wish I hadn't taken the time to make them now, but I made header flanges in there. You know, I made my own open headers, as I usually do, and I got them all crusted up like they've been ran for a while. Oh, excuse me, guys. Alright, so, as I was saying, I've got my headers all crusted up like they've been ran for a while. You know, I got wires running everywhere on this thing. These are coming off my alternator here and running back. I'm just going to have them run through to my firewall. I got the ones coming off my starter right there. It's my fuel line coming out here. And then my plug wires, it is a rat rod budget build. The guy didn't even want to splurge on a set of matching plug wires, so he just dug up whatever he had and threw them on there to make it work. As I said, I let my imagination get carried away, and I had this idea for doing oil can stacks, I guess you'd call them. So those are old, I think they're Texaco motor oil cans. What I did is I went online and just searched for oil can labels. Figured out how big I wanted my, because they're just wrapped around aluminum tubing. I figured out what size aluminum tubing I wanted to use, how big I wanted it to be, and then I just put them in and photoshopped them to what size I wanted. Printed them off, wrapped them around, glued them on. Didn't come out too bad. And then I don't know if they're in scale or not, and I really don't care. I like the way they look. I'm happy with them. That's all that matters. And then I had an idea, you know, since I was going to do the Pabst Blue Ribbon tap shifter, I would take and do the same thing. I'd find the Pabst Blue Ribbon beer can label, and I just put it around a piece of styrene off my parts tree. That's the 16-ounce can. That's why it looks so big. But like I say, I don't know if it's the scale or not, and I really don't care. I think that, you know, I think that's pretty much it. You know, that's another thing that I added on there for Heath. I'm going to do a couple of signs on the interior too, I think. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll see. I'll do one like on the door or something, I don't know. On the inside of the door or something. I'll figure something out, but I do have some stuff some signs and stuff like that I'm putting on the inside. That's not going to be, you know, till later. That'll probably be one of the last things I do is my interior, just because I hate doing interiors. I don't know, I don't know, they never seem to come out right for me. I just hate doing them, no matter what I do. But yeah, that's my engine, guys. You know, like I say, I let my imagination get carried away there. You can't see it on here, but I did do throttle linkages, and I've got the one bar going between the two. Once I actually get it in the engine, I'm going to bring the other one up and connect it in. Yeah, that's pretty much it for an engine. I did highlight my shift linkage on here, just because it's not going to have a transmission tunnel on it. So I wanted you to be able to pick out some details from the inside of the transmission. And then I got to make me something on here to let my shifter set right on the back right here where it goes. But we'll figure that out once we start doing interior. But I think that's about it. You know, this video is going on 12 minutes, which is way longer than I wanted it to. Like I say, I think that's it. I'm playing around with my grill too. I haven't done anything really with it. Just figuring out how I'm going to mount it, what I'm going to do to it, all that good nonsense stuff. Yeah, I hope everybody's well. You know, keep the projects coming, guys. I'm enjoying watching them, seeing them. I'm loving it. So yeah, y'all take care.